Today, I got a PvE build that takes hunters to another level. Void 3.0 might be the best subclass in Destiny 2, so in this video, I'm gonna show off some fragments and mods that buff your damage and let you chain invisibility back to back. To become the Shadow, the first thing you wanna grab is Hardlight. This auto rifle has probably been collecting dust in your vault, and it's low-key got one of the sexiest perks in the game. When you hold down reload, you can change its damage type to whatever you need it to be. The match game modifier is active on pretty much every activity, and if you don't have the right weapons, elemental shields can take forever to break. But our boy Hardlight gives the middle finger to all of them. That versatility on its own is top tier, and when you add in Void 3.0, things get out of control. To show you what I mean, we're slotting the Fragment Echo of Undermining in the Aspect Stylish Executioner. Echo of Undermining is one of the best picks out of all the new fragments. When you hit an enemy with a grenade, they're gonna turn purple and start taking 15% more damage. That comes in clutch for bosses and pretty much anywhere else you can think of. Weaken is a void status effect, and that's where Stylish Executioner comes into play. Whenever a target dies with a void debuff on them, you're gonna go invisible and the 2 stylish text pops up on the left side of the screen. That's the timer for how long you gotta wait till you can go invis again. Put on Echo of Instability to give your void weapons the volatile rounds buff when things die to your grenade. While that's up, your bullets infect the target with explosive energy, and further damage makes them and all their buddies go kaboom. Volatile is another void effect, which procs Stylish Executioner, and you're gonna disappear and pop back up almost as often as contacting Destiny servers. These are our first ways to become the Shadow, and to carry on that idea, we're slotting the mods Harmonic Siphon and the Fragment Echo of Starvation. Harmonic Siphon spawns an orb of power anytime you get a multi-kill with a void weapon. We'll talk more about that in a bit. With Echo of Starvation equipped, picking up those orbs of power activates Devour. That gives you instant health regeneration anytime you murder something, and it's arguably the best survivability buff in the game. From there, put on Elemental Armaments and Reaping Wellmaker to give you a couple ways to spawn Elemental Wells. After you dodge, the next weapon kill you get is gonna launch a purple blob out of the enemy's corpse, and when you run over it, you're getting 15% of all of your abilities back. As you slay out with Hardlight, Elemental Armaments is gonna proc and spawn more wells for you to pick up. Those are great for ability spam, but we're gonna be doing a lot more with them, and to show you what I mean, you wanna put on Well of Tenacity, Bountiful Wells, and Volatile Flow. Well of Tenacity is the new king of damage resistance mods. When you pick up a Void Elemental Well, the resist ×3 buff pops up, and as long as that's rolling, you're taking 50% less damage. With Bountiful Wells and Volatile Flow equipped, now you're spawning 2 wells instead of 1, and when you pick them up, now you've got another way to proc volatile rounds and take advantage of Stylish Executioner. You're gonna dip in and out of invisibility, and with Volatile procced on your Void guns, your AoE potential is f***ing disgusting. And while we're on the subject of weapons, let's talk about them. For your heavy, you're gonna want something with the perk Explosive Light. That gives you bonus damage when you pick up an Orb of Power, and I'll talk more about why this is mandatory in just a bit. In your Kinetic slot, you want to keep both a hand cannon and a scout rifle with you for the times when you need to make a fool out of Unstoppable and Barrier champions. Keep an eye out for rolls with Vorpal, because on a weapon that uses primary ammo, it smacks yellow bars and bosses 20% harder. To open a fight, find yourself a red bar, slap him in the face with a grenade, and hold down Hardlight's trigger. When things die to the Vortex, Volatile Rounds kicks in, and now everything's blowing up. You want to dodge to proc Reaping Wellmaker, which makes your next weapon kill spawn 2 Void Wells, and then you pick those up, one at a time, to keep Volatile active forever. As you slay out, explosions are going to be everywhere, Stylish Executioner is going to proc over and over, and just like the stuff at the back of your underwear drawer, you're going to be out of sight more often than not. This is an insane playstyle that's never been possible in Destiny before, but as nasty as it is, there's something you can put on to turn the whole thing up to 11. To put the cherry on top of everything we've put together, you want to grab the Orpheus Rig. This exotic gives your Mobius Quiver super 3 volleys instead of 2, and when you combine that with Devouring Depths from the artifact, each one of those is hitting for 30% more damage. Remember earlier when we put on Harmonic Siphon and that heavy with Explosive Light? You're gonna need those orbs of power to activate Devour, and without the Explosive Light perk, you can't actually pick them up while your super's full. With those 2 effects together, Devouring Depths becomes possible, and now Mobius Quiver hits like a f***ing nuke. If you still need an Explosive Light heavy, you can craft the Palmyra B at the Enclave on Mars. Level it up, and you can pick the exact perks you want to have. And speaking of the Enclave, there's an exotic you can craft that's one of the best weapons in Destiny 2, and you know I went and made a build with it, so what I'm gonna do is break it down step by step so you can try it out for yourself. To check that out, all you gotta do is click the card on the right. Thanks for watching.